Hey you guys and welcome. This video is on the plugin Escape Mob, and basically this is a really fun minigame, and what you have to try and do is run from one end to the other without being caught by the mob. First player to get to the end wins the game, or the last player alive wins. So the mob will spawn here, the players will spawn here, and it's first person to get to the end will win. As the mob follows you, all the blocks behind you are destroyed, so you have to be careful not to fall behind. Obviously this is just an example map, so I've made it fairly simple. If you were to make one, you'd want to make it a lot longer with turns in it and maybe some obstacles. So I'll quickly run through how to set it up. You want to set a couple of lobbies first, so I've set a little example up here. So set the main lobby first, so ETM, set main lobby, main lobby, and I'll call this one YouTube. Then you want to create a game, so /ETM, create arena, and then name it, so I'll call this one YouTube as well. Next thing is to set the lobby, so after you've joined the game this is where you'll end up. So I'll do it in this little glass bit. ETM, set lobby, YouTube. Then you want to set up the spawn points, so ETM, set spawn, YouTube. And I'll just add 4 spawns for this example. So the spawns have been added. Then you want to set the mob spawns, so go back a little way. It all depends how far your mob's destroying for how far back you need to set it. Mine by default is 10 block radius, so I've got to be careful that it's further enough back. So then you do ETM, set mob spawn, and then the name again. So the mob spawn's been set. Go to the opposite end, and wherever your finish line is, set that. I've tried to indicate it to you by using the walls just to try and make it a bit easier to understand. ETM, set finish, YouTube, and then fly to the other end, and then you've got to set the fly point for the mob. So if you did have corners and things, this is how you set where the mob's actually going to fly on side the map. So ETM, set fly point, and then the name. You just do these as you go along. So if you wanted to have a corner, you just set one at an edge and then go sideways after that. You have to set at least 2 of these points, I believe, for it to actually work. So just make sure you set a few all the way along. It will just make it easier for the game to work. So I've set a few points. So the next thing I need to do is actually set the bounds of the arena, so it knows where the arena is. So I fly up a bit here. ETM, set bounds, and then you want to put high. Or no, the arena name, sorry, YouTube, and then high. So I've set the high boundary first, and then I need to go to the opposite side and set the low one. And for this, just sit underneath it. ETM, low. So I've set the low one now. So now the only thing to do is save it. So ETM, save arena, YouTube. So as you can see, it's saved to the file successfully. So now there's a couple of things I could do. I could set the max and min players. I could also check out the list. So if I do ETM list, it shows me a list of the arenas I've currently got. So I've got test and YouTube. To set the max players, I do ETM, set max players, YouTube, and then however many I want, so 4. Same again for min players, so ETM, set min players, YouTube 1, so I only need 1 player now. So then all I need to do is go and create a sign, so go down to my lobby, top line you do mob escape, and then third line you do your arena name. Literally just type it in as it is, and then as you can see it's been created. So if I right click on the sign, you can see it's going to teleport me in 5 seconds. Then I'm in the game. You can see the mob behind me starting in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You get given an axe, and basically this just makes you jump. So if I right click with it, you just get a little boost. And as you can see, the mob's following me behind. Because there was a wall there, it's turned around. But when it gets to the next point, it should rewrite itself and face the right way. Yeah, oh god. So then get to the end before the mobs destroy the blocks, and as you can see I've won. and it says enjoy your reward. Basically it's giving me a money reward because that's the default. You can set another reward. You do ETM, set reward, name of the arena, and then whatever type. So if you wanted item, you'd type item, or you'd type money, and then you'd type the amount, so 500, and then you can see the money rewards being set. So it's a really fun plugin. You can compete against other players, or you could just play single player like I have, and it's just players to get to the end of the arena. Obviously it'd be far more fun trying to race against other players, but make a more complex arena than I have. I think it's a great mini game. There'll be a download link to it in the description below, and as always guys, please remember to rate, subscribe and comment. Cheers.